Hey guys, Brandon with Whiskey River, and we're on axe number 6 for Axtober. Got this sweet Evansville, stamped USA, so it's military. And I've got an Osage Orange 28 NEC handle. This is one of ours that we did on an auction. It's got a little bitty check up here that will be totally fine when we hang it, but it is the reason why we didn't auction that handle. So yeah, day 6. So we've been doing these axes one a day for October, and let's get started. I still haven't figured out if I should be talking during these or if I should be just doing the thing, you know, like just hang the axe. Don't talk, hang the axe, you know. So it's been something. Here we go. Interestingly enough, it's gonna be right at the crack. So that'll be nice. We'll come down. It'll probably taper a little bit, but I'm gonna take the back off first. There we go. Start with this because why not? Always tuck your hoodie strings in so you don't get choked out. I like working in facets when I do this. So this might not look anything like what it's supposed to, but you start knocking off the corners of this and you'll get the shape you need. And just mirroring whatever you do on the other side. Close. Very close. Probably took a little bit too much off the back because that chip came off, but we're gonna see if we can save this. If it doesn't work, then we'll just grab a different handle. So close. So close. Look at that, starting to go on. How's it look? Let's see. Oh yeah, that'll work. So this has got a palm swell on it with a little bit of a fawn's foot, as you can see. So we don't want to hit that. If we come down on that with the hammer, like this, it's just gonna hit right on that. It's a good way to split this out. So what I like to do is, there's a couple ways you can do this, but the way I like to do it is I take a rag and I kind of like this, then I hit it. So I bunch it up right here so that the pressure comes down on all parts of the handle, not just the top. So that's how I do it. There's some guys who make like a little wooden collar thing that's got like that bevel on it, like a little wedge that sits in there, and then that piece of wood sits over the top and then they hit it. So, bunch of different options. Am I gonna sneeze? Possibly? Nope. It's really unfortunate working with wood products for a living and being allergic to wood. Never would have thought that I'd be doing this. Here we are. As you can see, we're getting a little bit of curl, but not much. I'm gonna wiggle this off here. Yeah, come on. Oh, that actually went on further than I thought it did. That just slips right on. That's awesome. So that's halfway in right now. Let's just see how much. I don't want to take much off the back, but need just a touch. This is gonna be a really fun axe. Our buddy Benton Freeze out of River City Forge is his business name. I can't remember the town he lives in, but oh, it's Evansville. That's why I'm even talking about this. Evansville is the town that he likes because he lives there. He collects these, and he was like, "You need to keep that one." When I offered it to him, you need to keep it, and you need to put a handle on it. So. The first one of these 28 NECs that I personally hung, like when we were prototyping this handle, I broke the palm sole off the first one on the first hit. And I was like, oh shoot. But that rag trick works really nice. This is gonna be a great axe. You can kind of see it coming together. Short handle for sure, for this big of a head, but it'll chop. It'll chop. So we got a little curl coming off the back, which is interesting because we got a gap in the front. So I kind of am okay with that curl being there because as this head sets down, it should shift in there. Since we don't have ridges in the eye, it should be able to kind of shift. More curling. It's almost through. Going on smoother than I thought, so I'm like kind of thinking that it's gonna be a pretty quick hang here. because honestly it doesn't need to stick out that much more. You can see there's a bunch of room inside that. So I want to make sure that the handle is tipped back in the eye as it goes in, because I can fill the front with a wedge. If I was like this, you'd have a big gap in the back of the eye, and that's just, I don't like that. It also gives you a closed hang, which is something that I like. You got an open hang, closed hang. This closed hang I really like because it utilizes a lot more of this front upper portion of the axe head, the bit called the toe, which is a little worn on this axe. Not really worn, but it is a little worn. So I want to be able to use that up. And that's not working like I wanted it to. So we'll see what we can do. There we go. Let's see if that'll drive it on. I'm gonna flip it and we're gonna, well, actually I think a little bit of that, what's causing that to tip up is the friction that's on the back of the eye there. But I'm gonna wrap it, hit it a couple times. We'll see what happens. Yeah, there, that's exactly how we want it. It looks weird, right? But that's exactly what we want. It's a good looking axe. Good looking axe. So we're gonna just keep pulling material off the back here, keep pulling material off the side, and we're real close to it being set. I'm gonna say we're gonna come down another 1/2 inch, maybe 5/8 of an inch, and we'll get a wedge in it. Nope, I gotta beat it up. Sorry for the sagging pants in the video. Forgot my belt at home and I sat in my desk chair all day today arguing with people on the internet. Since if you're a small business owner online, you know how that goes. So I didn't really need a belt today. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Holy smokes, look at this. This is exactly what I was talking about. I just noticed that when I put my hand on there. Broke the palm swell out. Here's the trunk. Look at that. Shucks. Well, we're gonna continue on. Maybe I'll Gorilla Glue that back on. Or we'll shape that palm swell to be a little different. We'll see. See once we get to the end. We're not gonna worry about that. This is actually a good looking hang and I'm actually super happy with how it's going. Besides that, look at that. Beautiful. Okay. We're gonna cut the wedge. I think I'm gonna hang it there. I think that gives us a little bit of space above the shoulder. I like that length of a shoulder. Anything more than that looks obnoxious. I'm not into it, but that distance is good. So we'll just clean up what this is here, just a little bit, which will make it set down just a touch more, and then we'll be good to go. So we're gonna cut ourselves a kerf now. Okay, we got this cut. I got a little crazy here. You can see I missed. And so off camera, I got it centered with this saw. We're gonna actually, let's try to cut it with this saw actually. Actually, let's not, because it's So super dull, but it worked to help us get it started. I need to get a pull saw. I need to get one. I rave about them. I tell everybody they need to get one, but I gave mine to Trevor and then never got myself another one. Harbor Freight's got the best priced one. They're like 15 bucks. Every time I'm at Harbor Freight though, I'm always looking at like mechanical tools, not woodworking tools, so. Need to remember to go into the woodworking section. I always spend my whole time at Harbor Freight looking at their toolboxes and their floor jacks. I like how this vise rotates and I still swear upon getting in line with it and standing like this. Looking good, looking good. I gotta come off the back there. Hoodie's coming off. There we go. Kerf's a little crooked off the back and on the front actually. Goes a little crazy once I got going wild, but that is internal to the axe. You're never gonna notice. It'll be like the holding power is still the same. Holding strength, still the same. So we're gonna pull the little bit of curl off of that. So we can get that hung. Okay, look at that. Let's hang it. Okay. Oh yeah, super close to hang on that. Super close. Let's get that locked in there. And let's get a wedge. When you use Purple Heart, or when you use Osage, I'm gonna start that over and you can cut out that part. When you use Osage, you almost gotta use purple, orange and purple. They go together. I feel weird using any other type of wood without. And since we have the Purple Heart, nope, not for you. So anyway, what I was saying is this Purple Heart splinters out pretty bad, so I'm actually gonna sand it off with the grinder. Maybe not, it's a little smoky. Get your wedge. Bring it here. Bring your wedge here. Come on. Bring it here. Bring it here. can't chew on it. You can't chew on it. Here we go. Ready? Getting it all set. Boom. Well, that one's gonna be a flush hang, not a crowd hang. Also, we want to make it creative. Go with what the wood wants. Make it swoop up a little bit. I don't know what to do. Let me trim that off with my knife and then we'll see how it looks. Might look silly. Yeah, that looks pretty stupid. It's pretty stupid. So. There we go. I'm gonna go smooth side. There we go. A little oil. Ready? Here we go. We'll clean up the handle a little bit before we call this video done. There you go. So here we are, Evansville. Oh wait, I gotta do the palm swell. I can't cap this video. Can't be over. Let's try to get creative with this palm swell and see what we can do to save it. I'm gonna work in facets. We decided we talked it over. We decided to save it, but not glue it. So there's one. Actually looks good. I like that. You can barely tell it was snapped off. I can tell because it's a handle I designed, or worked on, but yeah, that looks good. So, axe number 6 of Axtober. Something that I'm super excited about is that I'm getting to hang a bunch of different axes that I have been like hanging on to that have just been sitting on my workbench, like this one. This one I got like a year and a half ago, so maybe a year ago. But these are just straight cut, like straight through axe hanging videos. They're not like, we're not overproducing it. It's not some big theatrical thing. It's not something that's silly. per se. Maybe we'll get silly, but you know, just raw and dirty how to hang an axe and actually how it goes. A lot of guys with these videos overproduce them, and you know, you don't get to see their mess ups. So here we go. I'll show you what we did last time. We got, I'm trying to remember the order here. I should probably make a note on each one, but Jersey on a 30-inch 30C Purple Heart wedge. It's an Osage handle. Pulaski, 40-inch Pulaski handle with a Kelly's World's Finest True Temper. One before that was a Craftsman Boys Axe on a 19HC hatchet handle. 16-inch straight handle hung on with a True Temper Flint Edge USA stamped hatchet. And then the Frankenstein axe with the bolted on blocks of wood on the back, and it's beveled. So these are all available on bid.whiskeyrivertrading.com. As we hang them, as we post them, they get added to the auction site and they're available for bidding, which is pretty cool. And the auction will end at the end of this month. So stay tuned for more Axetober projects. Feel free to like, subscribe, follow, all of that stuff. And comment below if you've got any questions, tips, tricks, you know, if there's a certain technique that you like, that you want to share with other people, comment below. So stay tuned for tomorrow, and see you then.